we have been, what shall I say, unfortunate or ill-starred or so to be blessed with the one that we have to our west. How do you deal with a neighbor who does not hide the fact that they use terrorism as an instrument of statecraft? So I don't have a quick instantaneous fix, but what I can tell you is that India will not skirt this problem anymore. Look, every country wants a stable neighborhood. It's logical, you know. If you are a person living on a street, you want good neighbors. If nothing else, you want at least a quiet neighborhood. Now, we have been, what shall I say, unfortunate or ill-starred or so to be blessed with the one that we have to our west. Now, here's a very, basic problem. How do you deal with a neighbor who does not hide the fact that they use terrorism as an instrument of statecraft? Now, it's not a one-off happening. I mean, different countries at different points of time have experienced this. But a very sustained, almost an industry level, assembly line of people whose job it is to do bad things at night. To produce this with the intent of pressurizing your neighbor becomes a real challenge. So what we have come to conclude is that we have to find a way of addressing it, that dodging the problem gets us nowhere. It only invites more trouble. So I don't have a quick instantaneous fix, but what I can tell you is that India will not skirt this problem anymore. We are not going to say, well, that happened and, let's continue our dialogue because that's very important. I think if we have a problem, we must be honest enough to face up to that problem, however difficult it is. If we have to have those discussions, we should. And if it is, hard to find a solution, we must work through to the way. We should not give the other country a free pass saying there's nothing they can do about it, or it's a very hard problem, or there's so much else at stake that let us overlook it. In India, the mood is not to overlook terrorism. I would say if you look in a way of what are the changes in India which have happened in the last decade plus, a great deal of public anger about a lack of response to a terrorism threat has been one factor about the perceptions in politics. So it is a tough one, but it is something on which we will stay the course.